Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and evening and amazing spectacular Propagandacast from me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero of sight, defender of the fatherland, your source of glorious communist entertainment. Off here to a spectacular 1v1 here on Faymonville Approach. In the north, it is Orangepest, most orange of pests, except for the other one. Fighting here for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin. Here fighting on with the 5th Mechanized Corps featuring guard rifle, defensive and airborne troop tactics with double mines and infantry. Note those two are for increased build speed there. And we got IncaUna in the south here with Blitzkrieg, Lightning War and Jaeger infantry forming up here with the 1st Panzerdivision with Panzerfaust and double infantry. We got a gun named for 2-star versus double conscripts. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my own personal company viewers, the Patreon supporters, these champions of the Propagandacast and my dream of, well, being able to keep doing this. So big thanks go to all of those. You too can join their ranks by pledging on Patreon itself. You can also just consider donating. Links in the description. Also, as always, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Keep YouTube from kicking in the door and dragging you off to an unknown black site somewhere in Canada. Triple conscript there for Orangepest. Machine heading northwards here with pioneers. So leading the way there, very good. Standard stuff. Worth noting that both sides are putting a bit more emphasis on the north side. We can see 2 conscripts there. So Orangepest is either figuring, he's looking to disrupt, that, things are going to go down here. But either way, more grenades to IncaUna. Conscript straight to the MD42 here. 3rd conscript squad ready. Machine gun is not able to see them though, so won't immediately start firing. Close though. Close. Grenades, if they spot it, will immediately have the MD42 open up there unless there's some weird bit of trickery with the shot blocks. No, there we go. Conscript press there as 1200 rounds per minute goes over their heads, or encasing through their heads. Up north here, conscript the pioneers there. Conscript moving to cover there in the south. You got the engineers moving forwards there for Orangepest. Machine gun slightly moving up there, steadily but surely. North here we can see the pioneers backing off and not engage the conscript course very sensibly there. Without the additional support, the pioneers would lose that. Orangepest here with a triple conscript engineer build, so possibly not airborne troops. Scout rifle could be more much likely. Typically, if you see someone going for a airborne troop tactics build nowadays, it will typically involve 4 conscripts and they take full advantage of the weapons crate drop and the S5040s. So guard rifle, more likely, or perhaps defensive tactics, but you never know, he may still go for airborne troop tactics. Just as of late, that tends to be sort of how things like that play out. Pursuing the conscripts here. And the south front is going to be dispatched. Is he going for a sniper? Is he just not paying attention? He's just forgotten about the front line here, or not the front line, but the logistics. There we go. 3rd Grenadiers got the IncaUna. Bit delayed. Conscripts suppressed immediately. That set flanking machine here exposed. Of course, this is where 3rd Grenadiers squad already now would have been very handy there for IncaUna. Constantly being rushed by the Grenadiers, very good. Pioneers being pushed back here so far. Orangepest has been great progress with IncaUna, who sadly is not having an easy time of it, part against slightly awkward, timings, but also he just decided to push him to northwards, much more easier, I think, for Orangepest to bottle him up. Admittedly, the south you could theoretically also get away with it, but I feel like there's more ways to properly outmaneuver your opponent up centre-south here for the eastern Denmark player. So full route here, he will probably try and push westwards because right now Orangepest's main force is pretty much squarely located in the north, meaning pushes centre south here. Then there's going to be much more easy just ways to make progress there for IncaUna. But again, he may be more likely to just try and take back because it's going to feel safe and more importantly closer. Meanwhile, Orangepest expecting this sort of thing in with sandbags and mines, and IncaUna is in fact going to push back there. He is slightly dispatching more forces westwards, but he is still, it seems, convinced and committed to go for the northern fuel no matter what. 4th Grenadiers got it for IncaUna, so Lightning War, Jaeger infantry seems more likely. Probably want to go for a lot of upgrades for those. Then again, you still get a lot of players who go for one of these and still don't get the G43s on them. So who knows? Who knows with IncaUna? But that would be my initial impression. It could also be an indicator he's going to try and hold up for targeting, in which case, again, Lightning War. But we shall see. Going for the car on there, very good. Thumbs up the Orangepest. Finish being in there, even laying down sandbags. The cheeky of Orangepest knows no bounds. Tech, they're done. Conscript falling back. More flame fingers moving up the Orangepest. And there you go. Support and company out for Orangepest and the glorious Red Army. Up north here, he's taking a slightly longer route. They're probably not attacking head-on, so they're expecting the opponent to be dug in. Good maneuver there by IncaUna, though again, over on larger scale things, I feel like he's still a bit off, just focusing centre-south, just looking to make faster, more aggressive progress, and then swinging northwards. Once Orangepest then tries to deal with the other position. But anyways, he's now trying to do both, which has its risks. There you go, Lightning Rod for IncaUna, featuring the Jaeger Light Infantry upgrade, Tactical Movement, Relief Infantry, Target Tanks, and the Stuka Close Air Support ability. Tank per tank meaning up there, Orangepest. More mines, thumbs up to Orangepest, no sign of a doctrine though, but yeah. It would have probably gone for airborne troop tactics, but now if you wanted it, in which case get dropping the weapons, so more likely to be guard rifle or defensive tactics. Of course, what it is then, of course, is going to be the bigger question, but I'd probably bet my money on guard rifle since it's much more popular, since the guards are quite good. Of course, you've got the K1 heavy tank, which is also quite good. Still, as you might have noticed, IncaUna is making much more fast progress in the south compared to the north. The centre's also now more secured here, so ultimately paid off much better. He's actually having some success up here, but not a huge degree of success. Overall, Orangepest been right from the field for now. Ralph made off as well. Got a few extra kills in there. Tank didn't come up. They're going to like to go for the T70. That's going to require light to make a nice company up soon from IncaUna with the Pack 40. That or a lot of armoured cars. So yeah, need to get the light to make a nice company up. Schnell. Going to minute of trouble. We got the southern field from bottom being claimed by the Soviets, the Red Army. Grenadiers flanking up behind the country, catching Sergeant Ivan Ivanovich's unit in a pretty dicey position, forcing retreat here. Like to make a nice company, so good. Thumbs up there to IncaUna. These of us, the Grenadiers, going to squat. They probably could do some reinforcement or some healing. They are very, very low on health. And like even a Soviet sneeze could kill most of them. Back here further, just quiet and healing there for Orangepest as just sails towards that T7 light tank. Bunker up and a Pack 40 there for IncaUna. Up north, Eagle is going from northern munitions point here. Very good, very good. Fresh approaching north as well from Orangepest. 2 conscripts on the move. Very close to that T7, but still a bit more to go. Bit more. Bunker ready and getting the medics upgraded to it. So advancing, we got a demo charge on the Sentinel shed there. House. House? Head? I don't know. Anyways. That could definitely cause some grief there for IncaUna. Very cheeky breaky there. Orangepest planes up north routed, so now losing both fuel points. We'll have to see what he's going to move to defend. Looks like he's going to hit for northern fuel point to defend once more. Back hits reinforcing healing. Got a Molotov here attempted on the trading unit, and if not for the MD42, that Grenadier squad actually have been a good chance of getting wiped there. Close call there for IncaUna. Close call. T-Sun light tank on the way, but IncaUna's got his Pack 40 ready. Ground the centre here. One option for IncaUna to consider already would be a mortar, and certainly Orangepest could also benefit from a mortar here. This map tends to be very much a mortar map. So good, well-handled mortar can be a strong asset for both players. So I think they should consider it, but of course, whether or not they do consider it is of course an entirely separate, thing. No upgrade yet for the Grenadiers, so no D43s. So again, very likely it's just playing this for the target tank and the Stuka Close Air support. Oh wait, maybe. Oh, we do actually get some D43s. Thumbs up there. Mine goes off. Great. Unless, of course, you're IncaUna, in which case not. But in fact, there were 2 mines that went off there, killing a total of 4 men. And Orangepest goes for guard rifle. In the end, not a big surprise there. Not a big surprise. There you go. Demo charge set off. Guard rifle pulled in a bit short on munitions for the DP light machine guns. So, lightning wall versus guard rifle. T-Sun, of course, will be a bit of a headache there for IncaUna, and will be something that if he can shut down fast, it's going to be a huge advantage. But the longer that Orangepest can keep the T-Sun alive, the more of a problem, the more of an advantage is going to become, in return. So, anyways, now the MD40 for IncaUna, that's going to certainly help this as all the infantry. Not a bad idea. Less great versus the T-Sun light tank, obviously, but, can't be good against everything else. It'll be busted. Pack 40 there, each on, and the T-Sun a good hit there, punches straight through the frontal armour with ease. Here's the conscripts, slowly losing out there. The conscripts and the D43 Grenadiers. Second control almost ready here for IncaUna and for Deutschland. Grenadiers in hot pursuit. The guardsmen are falling back, they're controlling up there. Grenadiers the T-70, got the conflict up behind the Grenadiers. Fun fact, G52s were typically actually used as the second in command of an infantry squad's weapon there. The squad would typically have an MP40 and an assault rifle, and then the second in command would usually be equipped with either a G41 or later on the G43. Fun fact. Decent Grenadiers here, we've got guns moving forward to around the northern field point. Back here, nothing fair going there for IncaUna. We got the Pioneers routing the Engineers. Still, bit of a fuel advantage here for Orangepest. We're talking about fuel points. Could theoretically try and rush out another T20 versus IncaUna. Probably won't, but again, can be effective. Can be dangerously effective. T20 getting Grenadiers. Now third on then IncaUna's base. Grab this on the field point here with the mighty Pioneer. Then uses the Guardsman in the centre. The DP light machine ready to cause IncaUna a bit of grief. We've got some DP light machines up as well. Those are going for a mix, not bad. Pioneer's right in the south. Still, he does have one fuel punch, that's good. That is very good for IncaUna. Could consider taking up soon here. Could also consider half-track or some armoured cars. Mortar, I still think would be a great addition. But we do get the tech, thumbs up there. Good timings with the Wehrmacht are always important when it comes to teching. It tends to be one of those areas where I find a lot of Wehrmacht players slip up. MG4 with the Engineers. At the centre we got the other MG4 covering up there. Small force being dispatched southwards, very good. Take halfway done. That said, IncaUna is a bit dangerous to extend there. Go field bombarding because the Soviets you don't need a mortar necessarily if you got the field gun. Though the mortar is still quite handy, but the field gun definitely covers that role a bit efficiently as well. Some might even say too efficiently. Tech right about done there. She's more likely going to need it. Controlling up as well the support. No sign of the Pack 40. In fact, the Pack 40 is all basically up north. Panfast and the T-Sim light tank. A small tactical win here for IncaUna, though without anything to follow up on it with, it's not really going to matter much in the longer run. Another push here from Northern Field Point. We got Martin as well. Orangepest is consistently mining. Really punishing here IncaUna by going for the flamethrowers. And obviously, great versus Unistag and all that, but at the same time, it very much just tells Orangepest to mine the stuffing out of the map and just to never stop mining. Which is exactly what he's doing, so that's of course a great move there by Orangepest and really punishing IncaUna here. I mean, you typically in certain situations you may of course want to go for the flamethrower, but otherwise you typically want a minesweeper, in particular versus the Soviets. I mean, this has been the Americans and the Brits. You know, sure, go for a flamethrower. Neither side is typically keen on laying mines, despite sometimes having very good options for it. But the Americans less so, having the most in the dog tool. But the Soviets will typically, unless they're not very good at the game, always lay down as many mines as possible. So going for a flamethrower versus Soviets with no minesweepers going to be dangerous unless you specifically know that player is not keen on laying mines for whatever reason. So for example, going for a doctrine, that means they're not going to be dropping them. For example, like airborne troops, in which case you can't go for flamethrowers, at least for a while. But that's clearly not what happening. Anyway, we've got field behind the Pack 4 opening up. He shoots good, decent in the T70. Can't take none losses. We've got 297 here versus 399. Orangepest having a nice lead here, or IncaUna. I want to pop some in Cinema appears around here. Really good ability, but tend to get overlooked a lot by I think Wehrmacht players. Consuls in packing there, good roughing down the Guardsman, causing a loss. There's Boris, gets blown to bits, and Petra falls with him into the great pixelated beyond. MD4 2 going but the counter machine finding away, they're going to supporting up north. Intense finding there from north side. Center, we got still the attempt here to push through as well from IncaUna. Can build the support, point, get out some armor soonish here. I might suggest rushing on Austin here versus Orangepest. Then again, I think a Panzer 4 is probably going to be safer. If you had better fuel control, definitely an Ostwind, but I think by now Panzer 4 will be a bit worried. Stug. But you definitely go should be building the Suprema Court no matter what. Field moving forward here for Orangepest. This is 3. North here points being ceased. And I still feel like IncaUna would benefit a ton from a mortar here versus Orangepest. Would benefit a ton. Bit of skirmishing there, Maxim holding up here. Northern points being seized. We've got 259 versus 399. Going to squat right. He's got a big push in there. A decent push. Wrapping it off. He hoped to bait him out to the open, but Orangepest did not take that bait. Yeah, he's going to go for that Panther Force enough. Very good. Starting to the target here, I think, would be a fair bit silly by IncaUna. Would leave him too exposed, of course, whatever Orangepest may do that set. This is Guard Rifle, which he probably at this point secretly expecting. He's definitely going to need like some stools, some otherwise heavy armor penetrating elements. Because the K1s tend to be quite good against the Panther 4 due to just being able to absorb more damage compared to the Panther 4 at a fairly cost-efficient level, well, compared to the Panther 4. Continuing on, Peter's not still be great. Pack forward there. That is a really exposed pack forward there by IncaUna. That could actually have been grabbed by Orangepest if he's not careful. That's got to be a thumb down stuff from me against IncaUna. And a south small push. If we could gun, he's packed up the heavy machine gun, popping to there. Very good. Panther forms done for IncaUna and for Deutschland. Orangepest getting close to the KB1 heavy tank here to deal with IncaUna's merry band of fascists. Pack 40 shoots and miss the T-70. That is awkward, but great if you're Orangepest. There you go. Second shot though hits. Punch straight through the side armor. Machine gun wipe. That's a real bad one there for IncaUna. Of course, great for Orangepest. Since now he's going to have a 6-man MG42, which you might notice is 2-man more than the German one. A fairly significant advantage and makes it much harder to clear out. Orangepest there with the K1 heavy tank. That's going to be a challenge there for him. Oh, might be able to get the machine and get it back here. That'd be very good if IncaUna if we can at least deny it to Orangepest. And there we go. Close call there. Very close call, but the machine has been done to the Soviets. That is I imagine a great sense of relief that's going to be rushing on IncaUna right there. Please move forwards, thumbs up. K1 halfway done, right from the off here. Good hit. They could actually get a second wipe here, possibly, which would be great for IncaUna. And there we go. Got the machine gun back and got a wipe down Orangepest. This is definitely IncaUna getting some work done there. Great going for second pack 40. So he is expecting the K1, but he looks like he will be trying to rely here on anti-tanks to clear that. And they can to a degree work, but aren't necessarily guaranteed to like finish off the K1s, which is typically why I prefer Stooks, because you know they can actually hunt down the bastard and finish them off. Counting heavy damage, but exposed there. K1 heavy tank here. I mean, the same there's also the possibility the second pack 40 is also just going to be an indicator. It's going to go for the Tiger tank stall, which, as always, like, get 2 medium tanks or something else armored fighting vehicles before trying to stall for any, like, Tiger tank. Like, trying to rely on just one Panzer 40 is simply put not going to be, like, sufficient. Just insufficient. At least in most cases, unless your opponent is playing Chelsea not particularly well themselves, in which case you can get away with 2 packs on a Panther 4. Typically, I'd advise like 2 Panther 4s, a Panther 4 Stug or something like that, before trying to stall for like any Tiger or Panther or Sturmpanzer or whatever. Unless you're incredibly far ahead. And even then, you know, that's going to like give your opponent time to like, you know, come back and turn the game against you if you're not cautious. So on average, not something I recommend. Finding on the center again there, we got 238 versus 378. Southland's machine moving forward, pack forwards are repositioning, K1 moving towards the center as well. And you go, T-Sun flanking into the Panther 4, that's great there for Orangepest, great for the Panther. Well, there you go. That T's going to go down, that's going to be a great relief as well there for IncaUna, finally getting rid of that T-Sun light tank. Does mean his infantry gets a lot more freedom to maneuver on the field. Versus Orangepest, there you go. Pack lands a great hit there on the K1. Target weak point even great, but definitely stun the K1. I mean, I'll have to finish it off here, possibly. So, bit unfortunate for IncaUna, second pack falling about, they're going to need surrounding engineers going for the southern field point. Pressure's now starting to mount here on Orangepest. Slowly but steadily. Got the card from 14 to the MB42. Oh, the Panther 4 that is. And just grab Northern Victory Point. We got police with the K1. Lots of pack fire. There we go. Panzer all down again. Can he finish it off here? Looks like that is 9. Imagine a sense of relief there from Orangepest on that one. Panther 4 there, halfway done. Starting to go in the base there. Could go for the Stu, could go for another Panther 4. But again, he may be tempted to transfer for the Tiger tank here. As for Orangepest, I'm expecting, I think, a Katyusha rocket launcher, another KV1, though I'd probably recommend another K1 first. Well, you know, a Malta. Finding the centre here. Gunning is never far from the maximum. We got the packs holding up here. Machine sitting up. Gunning is grabbing the southern field as well. Back here, nothing further going on there for IncaUna. Handful strikes and whiffs. Guardsman 40 backed up by conscripts. Gunning is routed here from the southern field. From the centre, we got machine gun routed by the Panther 4. Bit of damage to inflict as well on the Panzerkampfwagen 4. IncaUna can now go for another Panther 4, and definitely in my books should do that. Machine being flanked. Dealt. IncaUna's got his map controller there. He goes second Panther for IncaUna, so at least not a direct target assault. Thumbs up to that. That said, we've only seen limited use of the doctrine so far from IncaUna. We got like a D43, and that's about it. Eventually, I mean, Orangepest being at least gone for the K1 on top. The guards grab the squad. Still would have liked to see some submachine guns maybe. Shots bouncing on the K1 there. Panther fires whiffs. That is unlucky there for IncaUna. That is unlucky. Pushing the centre here from both sides, and we see here that IncaUna's repulsed it as we got Orangepest backing up his push with the Max machine gun in heavy cover. Whereas the MB42's out in the open. We've seen no sandbag, for example, here from IncaUna to fortify the terrain. In the south here, Gunny's being overwhelmed by 2 conscripts there as Orangepest strikes relentlessly, where we sees the opportunity to deliver a punishing blow against his opponent. Pushing him back in the centre here, slowly but steadily. Second Panther already. Orangepest moments away from the K1 heavy tank. Moments away. Panther sending out, shoots and whiffs. Shot fired, whiffed. Got another K1 there for Orangepest.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Shot penetrating the K1 there. Second one slowly rounding here for Orangepest. Of course, absolutely follow up after that. What IncaUna will go for next country in the centre being hampered on these. Decent push to the G-foot feast light machines clearing the way there of Soviet infantrymen. The South Panther will go for a flank here, but need to be careful. Field gun ready, good hit there. Control's getting off an anti-tank grenade here. That's going to be putting that Panther 4 out of commission for a while at least, I think. Also worth noting, IncaUna only has 1 Pioneer squad, so he definitely should consider more Pioneers to assist the repairs of his Panzerwaffe. I mean, Orangepest already has 2 Engineer squad to do that, but of course he could down the road consider a 3rd one. I do not think that'd be a bad idea. Some more infantry I think could also be a great addition here for Orangepest versus IncaUna. But there you go, second Pioneer squad for IncaUna. Thumbs up there. That is what we'd like to see. Up north here, Panther getting engineers there. Pinlock machine almost done for the Panther 4. Bit late in getting those upgrades, but better late than never. Constant push back. Okay, we're on the move here for Orangepest and the glory of Comrade Stalin. Finish engaging the guardsman there. K1 engaging. Nice shot there. Air support unleashed here by Orangepest to support the push. Very good, very good. Definitely catching IncaUna a bit off guard here as the Soviet Air Force strafes his machine guns and things. There, the aircraft shot down the right of the base, killing numerous walls as the tree gets knocked down here. Almost got one of the K1s. Could IncaUna finish it off here? Does Orangepest have the opportunity to get it away here? Panther 4, they need to repair still. And the South Indians being torn to shreds. It's caught between two machine guns, one light, one heavy. There gun news goes down. A stinging blow, that's Orangepest. Stinging blow. Not the worst one. Came on here was the Panther 4. Panther 4's close to 2 there. Great form aircraft there. Got shot down as well. Wow. Need to fix up those panzers swiftly, and of course Orangepest need to fix up his tanks. Second unit on the way, the Orangepest again, thumbs up. Panther K1, pack joining in as well there, shot bound from the pack, we got Betty 2 there, the Panther 4, maximum catching the pack off in the open, shredding the crew. IncaUna of course savagely pulling it back, and there, gun machine about to clear it out there. A lot of losses in there. Got Orangepest from the crew there exterminated. Field bombarding, but instead getting caught up in a telephone pole or whatever kind of pole there. Oh, goes shot goes through. Doesn't do too much damage. Being recruited here. K1 trying to move forward, despite being heavily damaged. K1 flanking the other Panther 4. Bit of dicey situation here. Panther 4 down to half health. Gains for in the process. Almost got it though. Could finish it off here. Packs the blast with the K1. Knocking out the gun, preventing him from finishing off the Panther 4. Panther 4 number 2 moving forwards though. Field guns are kind of within range. Not, I guess. Got 231, 264. Orangepest is really starting to feel squeezed here by IncaUna. Coming back with the K1.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Need to fix up the K1 there. Obviously, both of them. In fact, down here repairs. IncaUna there could go for another Panther 4 soon. You could also go for some Stugs. Mortars would be a great addition. Plenty of things that really could be considered here. Plenty of things. That's what Orangepest is planning. Who knows? Who knows? Then he's holding up the centre here with a light machine gun. Heavy machine to cover the southern one. Could pop some seniorities around here. Looks like Orangepest ready to make the next big push here against Fashions. There you go. We do get into the Imperial rounds. Thumbs up. There you go. Comes round flanking the Molotov, forcing the machine to back off and wasting the incendiary munitions. Nice flank there by Orangepest. Gunning swing forward to the centre, backed up the packs. Panzers missing. Packs missing as well there. Infantry being mauled and pushed back. The machine's about to get wiped out. We do get a grenade squad nearby. Drive grenade being attempted against the conscripts, and it goes off and lands in the midst, causing heavy damage there, forcing Orangepest to retreat the conscripts. The centre guards down the point. We've got 231 to 223. IncaUna's once more caught up in gaining the advantage over Orangepest. This match is going to get a bit closer points, I think. K1 rolling forward to very close to the 2 Panther 4 nearby. Shots exchanged here, both either miss or bounce. Machine setting up here. Being engaged there by the K1 heavy tank. Panther rolling forward, packing gate near. Shot bounces. Machine about to be cleared out by the Germans again. Almost got it, almost got it, and down the crew goes. Constantly in the ground to grab it, they're getting suppressed, but then we hold to preventing from grabbing it. And we got a Katyusha rocket launcher for Orangepest, going for some artillery now of the higher order. Up north, K1 flanking in there, trying to catch, I think, some IncaUna stuff in the centre of guard. Does seem to be working here. Is IncaUna setting up for the Tiger tank? I mean, he's flooding a lot of fuel here, not spending a lot of manpower. This is starting to feel like he is trying to set up for the Tiger tank. Rocket launcher halfway down the Orangepest and the Red Army. Building collapsed, so destroying his own machine gun. Ow! What's it? The field included out there. Hard to say. Either way, the machine gun is gone. There's some rubbish like there for IncaUna, but a great kill there for Orangepest. K1's about to get knocked out. Here we got buttoning up there in the Panther 4. Katyusha ready. Can Orangepest use it to great effect versus IncaUna? Take him out. At the same time, Panther 4 taking heavy damage here, feeling flying away. One Panther 4 down, second one that blitzing away survives the encounter with the Red Army anti-tank guns. K1 shooting forward. They're going bombarding the packs and all the troops here. A storm of rockety death screaming through the skies, getting some kill turn, and nothing huge though, but still enough to throw off IncaUna's center of gravity, which gets displaced towards his base up north here. He's caught with 2 Canadian squads and met with a veritable wall of lead, forcing retreat there as well.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Need to fix up the K1 heavy tank. IncaUna should be replacing his armor, or is he again planning tier 4? It is hard to say here. It is hard to say. I mean, he's got the fuel now, I think, more or less to take up and go for the target, and the only issue is going to be the manpower. Going for Stug. Nice, but should have done that sooner rather than at this point. But, you know, Stugs are nice. But, yeah, I think had he had a Stug out earlier to back up the Panther, meaning 2 Stugs, I think, you know, he'd been able to much more easily deal with those K1s. That might already be winning by now. Definitely some room for improvement there. But he's taking an asset from the K1 heavy tank, and from 4 bouts. Trying to destroy the maximally deny to Orangepest. That's very sensible. There you go. Almost got it. Almost got it. Got 226 with 185. Counter's caught there. As they inch forwards. K1 on the move as well. There we go. Stug 3G ready there for IncaUna and the penalty machine on top. Has been right with the guard and the K1 heavy tank. Pin machine halfway down in the mighty Sturmgeschütz 3 ausführen geht, but he's definitely going to need more than one here against the K1. Shot went through there. Pack got one through as well. Target weak point, I think, went great there though. Got 213 to 185. Breaking through in the south, Panther moving 4 bouts. Looking to take the southern flank and maybe catch Orangepest center off guard a bit there. Stug remaining in the 7 there. Go comes around it. K1 shoots. Bounces off the Panther 4. Panther 4 the responds with a bounce as well. But there you go. K1 gets a shot through then. Got a shot going through the K1's armor again. IncaUna very slowly pushing across the front here against Orangepest. Of course, is looking to push back. Continuing forwards here. IncaUna is not fighting, going for another Stug. Pat shoots, bounces. Katusha Barrosh here on the pack crew. Puni's nearby has been caught here. Pack crew, in fact, almost exterminated. K1 chatting 4 to other pack turning around there. Target weak point great, putting on the ace level pack 4. There you go. Target weak point stuns up the K1 there. Almost got it here. Almost got it. One more shot. One more shot. Ah, gets away. Panther Force blitzing though. Only loses it before finish off the K1 there. The infantry was not there to support. Definitely mistake that by IncaUna. Infantry always matters. And of course, having more than one Stug also matters. Pack there cleared out. Signs look pretty bad here. There you go. Veterans 1 gained. May have to use the heat shell here. I think that would be a worthwhile consideration. Another target weak point. Shot bounced again. There we go. Damage engine. Another K1 here for Orangepest on the Red Army. There we go. Stug finished off the K1 heavy tank. Does it look like it? Always half 8 turrets need 2. Need to get it fixed up. Schnell, and of course needs more Stugs. Meanwhile, Orangepest taking advantage of the damage here the K1's caused to IncaUna's front line here, or what remained of the front line anyways. So great series of kills there, and definitely is IncaUna a bit out to dry. Troops reinforcing healing. K1 halfway done there. That one is fixed up already. Very good. Thumbs up. Quick rough grenade here. The mortar I think been very handy. Stug there being fixed up. K1 almost done. K1 14 getting grenades in. Nice shot. Nice shot. Gunny's been forward. Pack 40 backing up here as well. Shot whips, hits the wreckage of the K1, completely missing the opportunity to do damage to the K1. Fresh one has rocked as well to the front line. IncaUna looks like he's planning another Panther rather than more Sturmgeschütz. He's something around here, but they've got German infantry. Still would like to see some artillery for IncaUna, like, you know, more to the country out there, things that would be fairly useful. Decent shot there, Stug in pursuit, other kill on through the centre. We see the IncaUna's being extended. Is he planning? Doesn't look like it. Nice shot there, Panther fast off as well. Air support called in. Good shot puts up against decent there for IncaUna. Rockets further to disrupt and just completely throw off IncaUna's centre of gravity once more. One from in there, pouring through the now shattered front line here of IncaUna. Should do close to 82 in the south. He's almost got the southern victory point. K1 moving forwards. As Orangepest urges his men onwards, glorious socialist victory in the name of Comrade Stalin and all of the Soviet peoples. Pack crew there killed and the gun destroyed. Panther on the way to IncaUna. At least he's not stalling for a Tiger tank. Other K1 moving forwards there. Duke shoots and whiffs. Shot whiffs again. K1 shoots, misses. And get a shot one through Stug, gaining medicine, 2 shots added. Thumbs up. Shot bounces again. Can't perform as anything IncaUna. Shot bounce. I want to use some heat shells there. That shot completely missed. K1 misses though as well. Grab that bouncy. Miss. Panther ready. Comes with the Grenadiers.
Supply sector under attack.
Then there's another 5 from the K1 heavy tank. Halfway to these on that one. Stug gets off a nice hit there. Thumbs up. On 7-7, there you go. Panther going for flank. There's a K1 on the way. That took him in mind, so a bit risky there to be honest. IncaUna a bit risky. Another shot there, but bounce. Stug that shot, I think, tried for the heat shell. There we go. Another penetrating hit. Field back cleared up. The game suppressed in return, preventing him from finishing off the field gun. 173 versus 174. Situation is looking pretty bleak here for IncaUna. Pretty bleak. Shot bounced. The additional Stugs here, fortunately, or fortunately, depending on the Orangepest IncaUna. Heat shell they're finally being utilised. There we go. Slowly approaching the ace level already, but I think it's supposed to much have found the open, so I'm going to do a knock cut. There we go, buttoning up, allowing the field and finish it off. Stug somehow survives, the Panther's going to go down, but there you go. Dart and finish off the Stug, and with that, IncaUna has no armour left, and Orangepest, I think, has scored victory, and there you go, IncaUna surrenders. A loss for the German army, a victory for the Red Army, a brutal fight here. I feel like IncaUna just, you know, when he's at the 2 Panther forts, should have gone for more Stugs. Instead, he seemed to have did it about there. Unsure what he wanted to do, if he wanted to go for T4 and the Tiger, whatnot, and I think that, you know, hesitation, that lack of clarity in game plan there, I think hurt him a bit there. Plus, Mattel, I think, would also done there IncaUna quite well. But overall, hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, do channel. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.